LG is out of the phone business.
So my most interesting thing about this to me is going to be I love that someone made these notes, so I'm going to be really excited to go through it. But in a second, we'll reminisce about the various important phones that LG did release, and some of them are like pretty big deal. But to go through the previous notes first, LG is the next company to pack its bags and leave the mobile phone business. There's been a lot over the last X amount of years. The company confirmed this week that it will focus on electric vehicle components, connected devices, appliances, and more. LG has its hands in tons of different things.
Oh, yeah.
So LG is going nowhere. They're just out of the phone business. That's all. The phone division has been suffering from operating losses and has been looking at ways to move on. It doesn't say a time frame, but probably for a while. I think
the rumors have been circulating for literally years.
Yeah. They've been trying to sell it, maybe split part of it off and sell just that, or other various options. But it appears that they decided to just bail. Current smartphone owners should continue to get upgrades for I'm assuming this is Android upgrades for an unspecified amount of time. The company claiming that Android 12 upgrade will also be provided to some models. Existing inventory will remain available for sale if you want a cheaper smartphone with a limited future. Yeah. Although, yeah, I don't know. That's a little rough, but yeah. Anyways, going through the history of LG phones. There's a few here that I think were pretty important, but I'm going to go through all of them. The LG is a bad name. The LG VX 9400. It was a flip screen predecessor to the LG Wing. It had integrated TV antenna for mobile video watching. These all have links. You can open these up.
I'm opening them.
Okay. That thing is awesome. I remember that. I definitely did not have one. But it was very interesting back in the day.
It was interesting. Yeah, definitely.
The LG Prada, the first all-capacitive touchscreen phone, announced less than a month before the iPhone. The LG ENV or Kibo, this was a pretty big deal. Flip-out keyboard phone that had a lot of teenagers had before moving on to smartphones. I think this is not the one that I had, but it's pretty similar.
NV squared, love it.
I'm back, and so is my voice. That was a pretty influential phone at the time. Now here we go. The LG Nexus 4 and Nexus 5. They were decent, affordable phones with Android at its purest. The reasons why they land here is because, yeah, decent, affordable, and Android. These were in a lot of people's pockets.
Yep.
Nexus 4 and Nexus 5 were big. Those were pretty major phones.
Back when Google seemed to. It's funny. Google has gone through a lot of different sort of phases as they've matured in the smartphone market. They went from, we're just going to keep out of the hardware game to nobody's really doing this right, we're going to get involved, to Android needs to compete on being super affordable, everything you need, nothing you don't, to we want to get premium, we want to cost as much as an iPhone and justify it somehow, to with this like Pixel line. And then Pixel got kind of bastardized somewhere along the way. And it's like, yeah, it's a Pixel, but like it's actually really cheap and it's everything you need and nothing you don't. I don't know. They just
let's make fun of the headphone jack going away and then take it away from our own phone and then put it back on some of them.
Yeah.
And then who knows? And then their last hurrah. Sorry, nope. There's one more before that. The LG G5. This was another interesting phone. Replaceable battery and Friends modular attachments. Also, the power button was unreliable, but that was a weird phone, but it was kind of cool.
They were that like slide out thing was super, honestly, dumb. I mean, they were trying. They tried stuff.
They definitely tried stuff like the LG Wing, which they still have an official product page up for. This thing is just really weird.
Kind of want to grab one just as like a collector's item.
Yeah, maybe.
JK, no one will collect these.
I do like that LG often went pretty out of the box with things when it came to phones.
And you know what I like is LG was one of the last bastions of caring at all about audiophiles who want to listen to high quality music on their phone over a wire. They hung out longer than anyone else, in spite of all the noise Samsung made about supporting that user group. LG actually did it for way, way longer. So massive respect to them for that. Unfortunately, it was not enough to keep them going.
Yeah, and that's kind of it. I had a few LG phones throughout the years, and one thing that I always liked about all of them is they felt kind of like tanks compared to most other smartphones that I had used. They survived through a lot of stuff, but yeah, they've kind of fallen from grace a little bit, and it's kind of sad to see them go. But they also haven't really been in very positive news for quite a while, so I'm not too surprised.